Good morning, everyone. Welcome into Debbie's Witchy Vlog. I'm Debbie, and today I'd like to film a response to Carla over at Miss Kulala's Mystical Musings. And this is for Tarot for the Querent, hashtag Tarot for the Querent. And I'll link the video, the original video, and the questions down below so you can participate if you'd like. This is like what you would do if you had time to do like a reading for somebody professionally, but I don't usually read for other people. Once in a while the kids will ask me or Bob will ask me, and then I'll do a quick reading, but yeah, I've just not been super confident in tarot, so so she gave us 10 questions to choose from and to pick like the 5 that I would want to answer, So what decks would you pick and how would you do the reading? I would probably set it up, nice. I would light the candle to call in the ancestors or my guides or whatever. And then I would light my Palo Santo. Just take this time to connect with my guides and theirs. And just kind of set the tone and the mood for the reading. And then they would ask me, I just found out my partner was unfaithful. What do I need to know to decide whether to stay or leave? So, I chose the Vice Versa Tarot and the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms for this question. So let's dive into the tarot first. I just found out my partner was unfaithful. What do I need to know to decide whether to stay or go? So, and this deck, I don't care which way it shuffles. It's a double-sided deck, and you kind of read it based on whatever side comes up. So, all right. Found out my partner was unfaithful. What do I need to know? Okay. So let's see what you need to know. Alright. So here we have the 4 of Pentacles, and that's sort of reversed, right? This would be the front. And this guy here, I see him as very confident and being like very in control, very foundational. So let me just look this one up. Yes, security, savings, protecting resources. My advice to them would be, he's looking out for you. He's stable. Maybe he is looking to fulfill his life outside his current surroundings, but he's definitely a stable, somebody that you'll feel secure about, but always question maybe if he's looking outside, if he's actually happy where he is. So that's what I saw out of that. And let me see. What the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms has to say. Ooh, okay, here's one. The Phoenix. Ooh. Resurrection, surrender to change. Okay, so maybe he's going to change his ways. That's what I'm getting here. And let me just see an outcome card. Okay, let me just So I see him looking outside right now, but he is stable and, you know, oops, it came up on this side. So, and, all right, so I see a change in him, and he's ready to turn over a new leaf with you and be in the moment of that house and home and, you know, possibly a long-term relationship, right? It's the beginning. Be stable, and he's changing. This has changed him. Okay, so that's that one. That was fun. So number 2 I picked was, how can I improve my financial situation over the next 6 months? So for this one, I chose the Good Fortune Tarot and the Wisdom of the Pocket. Yeah, Wisdom of the Oracle Pocket Edition. I always say that wrong. That's so funny. Okay, so how can I improve my financial situation over the next 6 months? Again, connecting with their guides and mine. I would probably shuffle until I got a pop, but especially where it's a 1-card reading. But let's see. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so you're kind of your own worst enemy. You know, you seek goals. You want to do the right thing, right? Financially, you want to pay the bills and all this stuff. But I think that you're like, don't go out. If you know you're going to spend money, just don't go out, you know, and focus right on the goal, and you won't be so tempted to spend more money. That's how you will improve your situation. You're hemmed in, but it's of your own behaviors, if that makes sense. So let's see. 8 of Swords. So you always see the shiny things and say, oh, you know, I'll save or I'll pay next week. And then you wind up feeling all hemmed in. You can't, you know, you feel like you're stuck. So let's see what the Wisdom of the Oracle says for you. All right. Oh, Treasure Island. Oh my goodness. Okay. So if you focus on your goals for the next 6 months, you will get the treasure that you're waiting for. You know, if it's savings, if it's an apartment, if it's whatever it is, you know, if you stay true to your goals and not go for every shiny thing, you know, every meal out, cook some meals at home and things like that to save some money, and you'll get your treasure, honey. You'll get your treasure. Okay. Yay. That was a good one. That was fun. Okay, so this one is, I feel lost or disconnected from my purpose. What steps can I take to realign? And I chose the Light Seers Tarot for this one. And the Sisterhood of the Seers Oracle, which is right here. And let's see what we got. Ooh, the Queen of Swords. Okay, so I think that you've had kind of a hit to your inner power, your inner, like, knowing the core of who you are. You know, too many people pulling you too many different directions. You need to focus on just you for a little bit. Sit with all your ideas and emotions and really get back to the core of who you are and who you want to become, right? Who you want to grow to be. So let's look up the Queen of Swords real quick and see if anything else comes. Queen of Swords, a thought leader, unbiased decision-making, an excellent communicator, wise, logical counsel, integrity, and honesty. Being perceptive, intelligence, being direct, seeking truth. Okay. Yeah, so really just, you gotta be still enough to find your truth again. Like, make a business meeting to go and just be by yourself for a little bit on the beach, or, you know, at a park or somewhere, just to think and not have anybody bug you. And you'll get back there. You'll find your truth again. So let's look into the Sisterhood of the Seers and see what that has to say. So, what steps can she take to realign with her purpose? What steps can she take to realign? Okay. So, oh, what was your big dream? Right? You need to get back to that. That is your power. That's your passion right there. The passion of the flowers, right? That's your doorway to success and happiness. Yay, that's wonderful. Let's look up and see what this card says. 28. Essential meaning is being true to your heart, the power of manifesting. You are worthy, dreaming big. Oh, I love that. Yeah, so the message is you're being called to dream a big and bold vision for your life, home, and relationships and well-being. There's no need to limit your desires. Allow your mind to go to the grandest place that you can imagine. Sit in that space of becoming one with what you desire. You are worthy of any dream that you hold steady, and in your heart of hearts, you know that there's no limit to what you can create. Believe. If you need inspiration for a new bold vision for your life, ask Spirit to guide you in seeking the next step, either during your nighttime dreams, meditation, or through asking further questions from this oracle. This card may also act as a simple reminder that your dreams to become actualized. You need to meet the universe halfway. Dreaming is important, but so is action. You must show up to the best of your ability while remaining flexible and adaptable to universal flow. If you can do this, you will see that the doors will open for you in many ways that you cannot even imagine now. Dream plus action plus flow equals receiving. I love that. Yeah, I won't read the whole thing, but yeah, so that would be a good reading for someone. Wow, wow. Okay, the next question I chose was, I have two paths ahead of me. How can I best choose the one that's aligned with my highest good? And I chose the Druidcraft Tarot deck and the Sacred Forest Oracle. So, let's see. All right. You know, I might even fan these and let them choose one. Let them shuffle the deck. I'm not cringy about people touching my decks because they're cleansed anyway, so I don't care. So let's see. Ooh, Princess of Pentacles. All right. And then let me see. Let's draw one from the Sacred Forest Oracle. So, two paths ahead. So I'm seeing that right here, you want to look at the most, like stable, foundation, something that's going to be more long-term. And you have that knowledge within you. You just have to tap into it. It's, you know, you already have the answer. So I suggest like maybe meditating on it. You could even do a spell around it for clarity. Let's see. Oh, I got the Wizard. Wizard of the Woods. Yes, focus. Okay. So really focusing on that foundational choice, whatever's going to bring you the most stability and feeling of security. So I would definitely do some spell work if you're into that, and meditate. See if you can connect with your higher self or your guides, whatever you envision for that, and see if you can get some messages on which path would make you feel more secure and, complete, stable in your life. So, all right. Ooh, that one was good. These are quick $5 readings, folks. Okay, so for the last question, I chose the Book of Shadows Tarot, and this is the As Above version. It's like majestic and ethereal, and gods and goddesses and fantasy creatures and all that type of thing. So that's like blocking what energy, right, is blocking. And then what is blocking self-confidence and how to begin to reclaim my power? I thought it would be neat to draw a rune from this deck, the Witch's Familiar Runic Oracle, and they could use this as an empowerment, as a amulet. You could use it as an amulet, talisman, a sigil on things that you carry around, anything like that. And we'll see what we come up with for that. See if it's appropriate. Okay, so what is blocking my self-confidence? What's blocking my self-confidence? So I'm going to draw two for this. What's blocking my self-confidence first, and then how I can begin to reclaim my power. Oh, I have the, hang on. I have the title cards in here, don't I? I think I just saw one. I do. As Above. Yeah. Okay. I think I get all of them. We don't need that one. Okay. Here are the backs, by the way. Aren't they cool? I love them. Here are the backs of the other deck. And I edged it in this purple. I haven't edged this one yet. I don't know. I got this one before I got into edging decks, I guess. Anyway, back to the question. What's blocking self-confidence? And how can I begin to reclaim my power? Okay. Ooh, popper. Okay. We're going to do it again. Seeing as we got one popper, we're going to get another popper. Ooh, that one was... Oh, it flipped. Oh, jeez. All right. Well, definitely my fire, your passion, your energy, your drive, right? That's what you need to harness. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Wands. How can you begin to reclaim that power, that force, that driving will, or oh, here we go. Okay, so I got the Three of Swords. All right. Okay, so Three of Swords. So I'm getting, you really need to examine like what is important to you and kind of narrow down your focus, right? You're taking the mountain when you got to take like steps to get back to what you're passionate about. You know, get through that hurt or the betrayal or disappointment, whatever you felt or feeling, and that will lead you back to finding your passion again. So let's take a look at the Witch's Familiar Runic Oracle. See if we can get maybe a sigil or, you know, something for you to focus on, something for you to put your energy into and carry with you to remind you to focus on what's super important to you, what you want to see yourself becoming, what you want to have in your life, and really staying focused in on that crystal ball. Don't keep reflecting, okay? Don't stay here. You gotta let the emotions wash, and then wash through you, whatever's bothering you, but then you have to let it flow out of your life so then you can regain this focus and your fire and your passion. So let's grab a rune and see what the runic message is for you today. All right, we're not going to get a popper, so let's see. Let's grab this one. Ooh, a ruse. Okay, so standing firm, being firm in your power and in your resolve to get this done. Let all this past reflection and all this go. Complete that shadow work and let that energy flow out of you so then you can refocus and get to what you're truly passionate about again. Let that fire build, right? Don't be afraid of it. Stand strong in it. Let's see what a ruse says for you. Uru's keywords is strength, power, health, endurance, and manifestation. Use this rune or on charms and talisman for its healing powers. Oh, that fire, that healing fire. Oh, that's amazing. You can wear a ruse rune on a necklace or bracelet. It is an untamed power, so proceed with care. Wonderful. And I feel that this watery balance here with the emotions, it's going to balance you. You don't have to worry about with care. This is going to empower you. So I hope that helps. Yeah. So yay. That would be fun. Fun exercise. Thank you, Carla. And as I said, everything will be linked in the description below. And until next time, I'm wishing you all many blessings. Bye, friends.